It's yapping time. I find it astonishing how many people, including myself, genuinely miss the past in my generation, and millennials too, because of just how the vibes, the atmosphere, the things that we were exposed to. Looking at it in the perspective of art, it seemed genuine, and that they actually, like a lot of these studios and companies and what have you, they actually cared about putting effort into their products. They cared about longevity, and and to go along with that, to leave a lasting impression on their audiences. But now things are just made to just satisfy shareholders and to just be all around FOMO and just whatever's trendy. And maybe the trendy thing was always part of the formula, but it's all style over substance. Like, the substance is not as interesting as it should be. And it's crazy how in only 20 years, things have just been more bleak, becoming more repetitive, becoming more automated, and just predatory monetarily. And I know I'm not alone in saying that I hate this drastic transition in how a lot of entertainment is, and just life in general too. Like, ever since social media, people have, to varying degrees, been irreversibly damaged by manufactured view of life, because most of us that see these things, we don't ever actually experience it ourselves. We just see the tragedy, or we just see the aftermath of certain things, and we're psychologically affected by it. Like, it's crazy how trauma can affect someone without even experiencing it firsthand. Because, death and just hard truths in life, they are no joke to our little primal caveman brains. We weren't meant to perceive so much tragedy in such a short amount of time, especially at a young age. I honestly forgot too that there was once a time when the computer was just, like a little section of everyone's house. It wasn't necessarily everywhere like now, like with laptops and iPhones and Samsung phones and blah blah blah, and like the Apple Watches and all that stuff. It used to be something that was like an arcade machine almost. Like, you would just kind of go there just to, sit down and just fuck around. But now it's like just a part of everyone's life. Like, it's mandatory now for many people, either for work, school, or entertainment, or all of them, all of the above. Something that gets me the most is the fact that people don't really like malls aren't as full as they should be. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't really agree with this whole. I feel like it's a misconception that there aren't any third places anymore. I feel like there still are. And it's all thanks to the reason why I feel like this is the case is because I feel like there are many people that think just like me, that are just desperately trying to hold on to or keep them alive. It's not just them holding on to it, but because of those people that are trying to hold on to it, they're keeping it alive. And that's I'm very glad that those people are doing what they're doing, like to go to, like, keep going to concerts, keep going to clubs, keep going to the malls and all that stuff, because without that stuff, then we are genuinely screwed. We are genuinely screwed when it comes to making any form of connections. And because people are just tired. Like, I'm tired of just only going to the gym and going to work and like expecting stuff to happen in those places. And it's just not. People are very into themselves more than ever. And that goes back to how I was mentioning that people are traumatized. They're because of all of these like, you know, child kidnappings and all that stuff. All basically any evil thing you could think of. It just leaves people thinking that we can't trust anyone. And it's a blessing and a curse, because we need people, but at the same time, people have always been the enemy of, like, we are our own enemies. Like, we have obviously been doing that since the beginning. And we think of ourselves as like superior to every other animal on earth, but we're really not that different at all. We all have our stupid natural necessities and temptations. All we have is just a system that keeps us in line, and the ability to think outside the box and to communicate to each other. But all in all, I know that I wouldn't be alone in saying this as well, that I would give anything to go back to the 2000s. I like just that whole vibe, that just the music that was around, the everything, all that stuff. That was just a magical time. There was nothing like it. The entertainment that was out there at the time, just, you know, people were just actually looking happy and not just being overly anxious and overly political like everything is now. This is something that should really be studied in history books. What we had was too good to be true. That's how I'll put it. It was too good to be true. And we didn't realize what we had until it's gone. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.